Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois for Senior Night Volleyball for the Southeastern Suns here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett, Evan Wagner on camera per usual tonight. The West Hancock Titans are in the house tonight, and it's senior night, as I said, and I've said on numerous occasions that Southeastern and principal/coach Tim Kerr and superintendent Todd Fox do things top-notch, and we recorded the senior night activities a few minutes ago, and you're going to see just an example of what I'm talking about when I say Southeastern does things above and beyond and top-notch. And this school is most definitely one that a lot of schools across the country could take a few lessons from. So with that in mind, I'm going to step aside, let you watch senior night activities. We'll tell you the audio may not be very good. They did play a few songs that we had to cut out and trim down. Well, we didn't really cut them out, but we turned the music down, so it might get pretty silent at times. But at any rate, here is tonight's senior night activities from Southeastern High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seniors from West Hancock. And now the seniors from Southeastern.
And welcome back live here to Augusta, Illinois, Southeastern High School. It's senior night as we're just a few minutes away from getting underway with the varsity contest this evening, as I'm getting beat on by one of the seniors throwing volleyballs at me. Not really, they're doing a little practice down here. I only minorly got hit. The computer got hit once today, and now the board has gotten hit once, but everything's still working, so that's what matters, right? I am in a little precarious position down here at the end of the gym, and sometimes it gets a little crazy down here. But I will tell you that if you watched the senior night activities, this school does it as good as anybody. I've never seen other schools give away carnations to the other team's seniors. I've also not seen ever so many people crying. I don't know that there was very many cries. Abigail Schaefer just tried to hit me too, but that's okay. I saved that one. I saw it coming. I had my head up and paying attention. It didn't have very good form on the tip, but nonetheless, it didn't get the board, so that's what matters. So we're here for varsity volleyball. The West Hancock Titans and the Southeastern Suns, and for all intents and purposes, this could be the last volleyball game we broadcast this year. For West Prairie is playing a home game right now. It's their senior night as well, but this could be the last one we broadcast because of the fact that we don't get to do a whole lot of postseason volleyball generally because of IHSA regulations. It's time for the national anthem. Now the starters for tonight's contest. For West Hancock, Bianca Hill, number 25. I do believe, if I can remember correctly, the setter. Paige Wazalewski, number 17. Brianna Peterson, Jaden Clymer. Peyton Houston, number 3. Jordan Clymer, number 30. The libero is number 6. Haley Harrell will be the libero. Those will be the starters for the West Hancock Titans tonight. Coach Logues came over and added Montana Devine to the roster. She's a sophomore. Now the starting lineup for the Southeastern Suns. As we get ready to go with the starting lineup, it is the usual suspects for the Suns. And they cover every grade of the high school level, from freshman, sophomore, number 19, Amanda Stevens. It will be a little different tonight as all 3 seniors are starting. Kenzie Griswold, the freshman, is a starter. Abigail Schaefer, the junior, and then comes the 3 seniors to start tonight. Summer Ramsey, one of the seniors, starting tonight. Abby McMillan, number 11, perhaps one of the best all-around players on the team. And number 23, Destiny Allred, a senior, starting today as well against West Hancock. Savannah Ramsey, the player not in the lineup, as it's senior night, so all 3 seniors are starting tonight. Talked to Coach Kerr a little bit before the game, and he said that his plan was to try to let Destiny play for a while and see if they can get the win with the seniors on the court. So Destiny is a solid front row player, so I would not be surprised as Destiny forgets she has to run down. But would not be surprised to see them play very well with the little change in the starting lineup. It's not a huge drop off when Destiny comes in. So while she's not a starter, it's not like some teams where you bring somebody in and it's a problem. I don't think Destiny will be that big a problem. She'll probably sub out in the back row, but she'll do well in the front row for the Suns. She's played there on numerous occasions this year and done well when she's there. So we're excited to see all the seniors on the floor for Southeastern. Only 3 of them, and all 3 of them in the lineup: Summer Ramsey, Destiny Allred, and Abby McMillan. And it is a little bit different lineup, though. Looks like Destiny is going to start at left front. Summer Ramsey is going to start middle front, and Amanda Stevens right front. Abigail Schaefer right back. Middle back is Kinsey Griswold, and left back is Abby McMillan. And there's the serve to start things off as Bianca Hill on the serve. Allred's going to get the first attack, and it's going to be in the net. A hitting error as things start off. And I didn't reset the scoreboard, folks. I apologize. I'll do that here as we get ready to go. It's 1-0. Bianca Hill serves the into the net that time, and it's going to be a point for the Suns. And Amanda Stevens back to serve. And she'll light things up with an ace. Amanda Stevens' first serve is an ace, and the Suns lead 2-1. Schaefer out to Summer Ramsey. Her attack down the line is in. A kill for the senior Summer Ramsey. And Amanda Stevens has got 2 service points. The Suns lead 3-1. Stevens' next serve is deep. It's off the arms of Jaden Clymer, and they did get to it, and they did get it across. And they're going to call Abby McMillan for an illegal hit, and it was a let serve. And Coach Kerr says, you could have went to the net and just knocked that down before it got to you. But at any rate, you'll have that, and it's a side out to the Titans. And McMillan is going to be blocked by number 19, Brianna Peterson, and number 34, Jordan Clymer, or number was 34, Jordan Clymer, I think. Yeah, it was. And Jordan Clymer with another block there. Wojciechowski's got a service point. It's 3-3. Hit across by Houston. Stevens to McMillan, and she's going to drive it home for a kill. Abby McMillan rights the ship for the Suns. She'll get the kill. And Summer Ramsey comes back to serve. Off of Houston. Hill back sets to Peterson, dug by Stevens. Ramsey bump set to Kinsey Griswold, who tips it across. Houston comes in to get it. It's going to be a free ball coming across by Harrell. It doesn't get there. It's a point for the Suns, and Summer Ramsey gets her first service point. 5-3, Suns with the lead. Set number 1 of the varsity match. Thanks, Manissa Berg, for watching again. Do greatly appreciate it. And into the net it goes. 4 hits as Allred was there for the block. It never got to her, though. It's a Another point for Ramsey on the passing error. 6-3, Suns with the lead. Ramsey serve. Deep, middle, and out. 6-4. Looks like Haley Harrell going back to serve for the Titans. Her team down by 2, 6-4. Just a little bit of a hop serve. Schaefer came to get it. Allred on the attack. It's dug over there by Hill. Tipped across by Jordan Clymer. Hill's going to set back to Jaden Clymer. It's dug by McMillan, sent across. Hill sets middle to Jordan Clymer now. It's tipped across and a kill for Jordan Clymer. 6-5. Suns lead the Titans. Harrell got the service point. Tipped across by Griswold on a low low set that she was sliding to the middle for, and it was an outside set, but Griswold got a hand on it and ends up with a kill, and Savannah Ramsey's going to come in to serve for Allred, just as we expected. 7-5 this lead as the normal starters on the floor now for the Suns. We'll see if Allred comes back into the front row. It's tipped and blocked by Schaefer, but it's dug. A free ball is going to come across. Savannah Ramsey. Quick from Schaefer to McMillan, and Abby McMillan, the senior, gets another kill. Her second. First point for Savannah Ramsey. And the Suns lead 9. They get 8-5. And it went out on the passing error. Couple subs coming in. Coming in to serve is going to be number 23, Abby Morrison. Into the front row is going to be Mara Morrison. Abby Morrison back to serve after the side out. Her team trailing by 2. Schaefer back set to McMillan. McMillan up and down the line. That was a wide open line to her right, and Abby McMillan drove it home for her third kill, and she'll go back to serve now. Abby McMillan, normally the number 1 server on the team, but today with the shifted lineup on senior night, she's serving 4th, I do believe. And she's going to get an ace. Make it 5th. She's the 5th server. Pushed across. Summer Ramsey's there. A quick goes to Stevens. It's dug out of defense by Weslowski. It's blocked by Stevens, and she's going to get Abigail Schaefer and Amanda Stevens get a block, and McMillan gets the point. Her second. Suns lead 11-6. Harrell with the serve receive. Middle it comes to Jordan Clymer. Dug by Summer Ramsey. Out to Kenzie Griswold. Tipped and dug by Jordan Clymer again. Now it's on the attack. Was it off the block? It was not. A hitting error by Mara Morrison, and a point for Abby McMillan and the Suns. 12-6 the score. The principal turned around and threw it hard, and Abby McMillan was standing right there behind her. It's going to come to Morrison on the attack, and it's down. Mara Morrison gets the kill for the Titans. And it's going to be 12-7 with Houston going back to serve. Peyton Houston going back to serve for the Titans. Stevens, Schaefer, back to Stevens. Off of Harrell, a kill for Amanda Stevens. Her first kill. It's 13-7, and Kenzie Griswold serves the completion of this rotation. Harrell on the serve receive. Morrison sets to Weslowski. Now Summer Ramsey on the attack, and it is in. A point for the Suns. Summer Ramsey gets the kill, her second. Griswold gets the point, her first. She had 12 in the fresh soft match. Weslowski tips Schaefer. McMillan. Ramsey's going to send a free ball across it short. Harrell comes to get it. Morrison bump sets. Weslewski tips it down. Griswold's there. She sends the overpass. It's going to be set middle to Jaden Clymer, and McMillan can't get it. That's Jordan Clymer. She gets her second kill. And a side out. Going back to serve is going to be the aforementioned Jordan Clymer. She wears number 30. Jaden is number 34. Serve to McMillan. Schaefer goes to do a bump set on a not such a good pass. Ramsey on the attack. Weselewski is there. Pushed across. Schaefer back sets to Stevens. She drives it home. Off the block and off an arm. A kill for Amanda Stevens on the slide. And it's a side out to the Suns. Abigail Schaefer coming back to serve now. Allred is coming back in for Savannah Ramsey in the front row. Outside it comes to Peterson. And I think Stevens got a block the way they were acting, so we'll call it a block. I didn't think it hit the block, but Schaefer is going to get the point. Houston, bump set now. It's going to be a free ball sent across by Peterson. McMillan's there. Schaefer going to set outside to Summer Ramsey, and she drives it down the line off of Harrell. And a point for Summer Ramsey. On the kill, Abigail Schaefer picks up the service point. A timeout. We'll take one as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH in just about 30 seconds.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to Augusta, Illinois, as TSSR Game Time Live is at Southeastern High School for the Lady Suns and Titans varsity matchup right now. It's senior night here for the Lady Suns, and they lead 17-8 in set number one. Abigail Schaefer continues her serve. Here we go. Weselewski on the serve receive. It's going to be pushed across. Allred's going to bring it up. Schaefer has a chance to get it across. She does get it. Nope. Oh, it just fell short. It was so close. Good hustle by the Suns and a good attack by the Titans. It's going to end up in a side out. And back to serve is going to be Bianca Hill. She was the first service of the night. Schaefer on a not such good pass. Allred is going to send it across. Harrell's there. Bianca Hill. Middle to Peterson. Peterson dug. And it's going to be a kill for Peterson. Hill gets the service point. First kill for Peterson. She has a block as well. Allred on the attack and a hitting error. Another point for Bianca Hill. It's 17-11. McMillan. And it's going to be 4 hits. A bit of passing problems for the Suns here. Change in rotation can cause that a little bit. McMillan. Five points for Hill now. Middle to Stevens. Stevens going to drive it off the block, abusing the block of Peterson. Amanda Stevens gets her third kill. She also has 2 blocks, and Stevens coming back to serve. She served 2 successive points in her first service. Harrell digs this one. Bianca Hill back sets. It's tipped across, and Allred tries to go down and get it. Weselewski is going to get the kill, and she'll go back to serve now. McMillan on the quick from all the way across the court. A very low, fast set from Stevens, and McMillan drives it home. McMillan gets her 4th kill. And coming back to serve is Summer Ramsey. Going to be brought across with a free ball, a couple quick touches. Stevens back to Allred. Allred from the right side, her more accustomed to location. We pushed across by Wesolowski. Stevens now is going to set it out to Kinsey Griswold, who tips it across. It's going to be brought and a free ball by Peterson. Schaefer, Stevens. One hand is set to McMillan, and she tries to go too far across court. A side out to the Titans, and the libero, Haley Harrell, going back to serve now. 19-15, Suns with the lead. Two-person serve receive there for the Suns. Out on a back row attack to Schaefer. Abigail Schaefer gets the kill. And she got the back row set from Stevens. Savannah Ramsey is going to come in for Allred, and Ramsey is going to come in to serve. 20-15. Her team up by 5. Savannah Ramsey's serve, deep middle. Wesolowski's there. Out to Jordan Clymer, and she just flat missed it. Swing and a miss for Clymer, and a point for Savannah Ramsey. Her second. It's 21-15. Right side, or left side, excuse me, to Harrell. Back row attack from Wesolowski. Schaefer. McMillan on the attack and the kill. Abby McMillan gets kill number 5. Savannah Ramsey gets point number 3. And the Suns lead 22-15. Ramsey serve. Dug by Houston. Comes out to Jordan Clymer. Schaefer is going to tip it across. Jordan Clymer's there. Back set to Houston. Houston tips it across and in. Barely. It just touched the line. A side out as Jordan Clymer is going to get the I think it was Jaden Clymer, actually. You folks at home can tell me if I'm wrong. I'll give it to Jaden anyway. Back to serve is number 23, Abby Morrison. Schaefer back to McMillan. She comes across court, and McMillan got into the net. She would have had a kill, but it's into the net. And Abby Morrison gets the service point. Her team trails 22-17 apparently. Griswold with the attack. It's Doug. Going to be Jaden Clymer with, I'll get him right in a minute. Jordan with the attack. Stevens from the back row hits it out of bounds. Another hitting error, and it's 22-18 as Abby Morrison gets her second service point. Stevens, Schaefer, McMillan, and she'll get the kill that time. Abby McMillan gets her 6th kill and a side out for the Suns. It's 23-18. McMillan's serve goes to Wesolowski. Near side to Mara Morrison. It's tipped across. McMillan now Griswold's going to send a free ball across. Harrell's there. Abby Morrison to Jordan Clymer. Stevens back to Schaefer now as they switch roles, and it's blocked by Jordan Clymer and Houston. Jordan Clymer gets the block with Peyton Houston, and Houston goes back to serve now. Down it goes on a quick set from Abigail Schaefer as she keeps it low and fast to Amanda Stevens. Amanda Stevens gets her 4th kill. And it's 24-19. Set point for the Suns. Kinsey Griswold to Harrell. Back set it comes to Jordan Clymer. It's blocked. Would have been out of bounds, but Houston went to get it. Wesolowski's going to have to send it across. She does. Schaefer out to Summer Ramsey, and she hits it deep and out. A hitting error, and it's still set point. Set point number 2 coming for the Suns. Jordan Clymer going back to serve. She's got to serve 4 straight to keep her team in it. It's dug by McMillan. Schaefer, a bump set backwards to Summer Ramsey. She tips it across, and Summer Ramsey, the senior, gets her 4th kill on set point. And the Suns win set number 1, 25-20. We'll take a break, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a few minutes.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School as the Suns win set number 1, 25-20. Getting ready to go here in set number 2. And it would appear that the Suns will be back to their normal rotation, as Allred played the complete first set, but she will take a seat here in the second one and go back to the Suns' normal rotation. Want to try to stay in your flow, and Abby McMillan will find her normal spot as the first server for the Suns. It's short and overpass, and Schaefer's going to tip it down, feeding the bear, and Schaefer was hungry, and Abigail Schaefer gets her second kill. McMillan gets her 4th service point, and the Suns lead 1-0. Houston bumps that Hill to Peterson. She tips it across. Griswold's there. Schaefer now to Stevens. Stevens going to tip it across. It's dug by Hill. Near side it comes to Wesolewski, and it's out. Did not get the block, so it's a hitting error for Wesolewski, and it's going to be McMillan's 3rd, 4th, 5th. I can't count. 5 service points for McMillan. 2-0 Suns. Houston with the serve receives, going to come to Peterson. She pushes it across and blocked by Stevens. Amanda Stevens gets her 3rd block of the night unofficially. McMillan another service point, and the Suns lead 3-0. McMillan's serve, dug by Houston again. Back set it goes to Wesolewski. And she lobbed it up over the head of Savannah Ramsey, who kind of got caught in no woman's land as she wanted to dig it and realized it was too high but couldn't get her hands up in time. Wesolewski is going to get her 2nd kill, and she'll go back to serve with her team trailing by 2. Summer Ramsey, Schaefer, out to Stevens, and she's going to drive it down the line and in. Finds the location. Painted the corner on that one, and Amanda Stevens gets kill number 5, and Kenzie Griswold back to serve now. She goes left side as Wesolewski there. Hill to Jaden Clymer. Stevens now. That's going to be a push back across by Peterson. And Harrell going back to serve. 4-2 on the side out. Summer Ramsey's there. Schaefer to Stevens. Hits it deep and out. Got it behind that one or a little bit. Carried on her, and it's 4-3. Haley Harrell gets her 2nd service point of the match. Deep again. Stevens. Quick. Now it goes to Ramsey, and Summer Ramsey gets the kill. It's her 5th kill. And Abigail Schaefer going back to serve. Schaefer served 2 points. She's got 2 kills and a block on the night as well. including a reversal of roles as Stevens set to her, and she's going to get an ace right there earlier in this set. 6-3, Suns with the lead here in set number 2. Wesolowski goes down and get it. Jordan Clymer. Stevens off of Wesolowski. Amanda Stevens gets kill number 6. Schaefer gets point number 4. And the Suns lead by 4, 7-3. Schaefer from the middle of the court, going to serve it up again. Houston and Wesolowski fight over it a little bit. Hill goes to get it. Blocked, but dug. Schaefer to Ramsey. It's off the block. Wesolowski is there. Back set to Jordan Clymer, and it's off the block of Summer Ramsey. Jaden Clymer is going to get the kill. Morrison's will come in. Hill and Clymer will go out of the Jaden variety. 7-4. Abby Morrison back to serve. Mara Morrison plays front left for the Titans. McMillan, Schaefer, quicks to McMillan, to Stevens. And Stevens gets the kill. She'll come back to serve now, 8-4. Schaefer sets to Summer Ramsey, and she mishits it. Side out. 8-5. Peyton Houston back to serve now for the Titans. Schaefer, Stevens, back sets to Summer Ramsey from the right side, and Summer Ramsey's going to get the kill, and she'll go back to serve. Her 6th kill, she has 2 service points. Wesolowski going to get called for the lift or the double hit. Couldn't see what they did. But anyway, it's a side out, or a point, I should say, for Summer Ramsey. Her 3rd. Trouble on the pass. Morrison's going to do a bump set. Pushed across by Wesolowski. Blocked by McMillan. Now it's going to be Abby Morrison trying to do something with it. Could not. Another point for Summer Ramsey. Give her 4. And it's an 11-5 lead for the Suns. Wesolowski. Now she's going to be on the attack after the bump set. Schaefer. It's going to be Summer Ramsey from the back row deep. Peyton Houston went to get it. Harrell now bump. It's going to be a free ball coming across by Jordan Clymer. Stevens going to set it to Griswold. Griswold's going to tip it with the left hand. Abby Morrison's there. It's going to come left side to Wesolowski. It's blocked and down on the wrong side of the net and out of bounds by Abby McMillan. Wesolowski is going to get the kill. Her 3rd. And Jaden Clymer goes back to serve. Her team trailing by 5. That's in. Savannah Ramsey let it go, thinking she was closer to the line than she was. It's an ace for Jaden Clymer. Jordan Clymer, excuse me. Stevens to Griswold, dug by Wesolowski. Morrison's going to set back to Wesolowski. Blocked by McMillan, dug back by Wesolowski. It's going to come middle to Peterson. Peterson sends it across to Ramsey. Stevens now is going to go to McMillan, who, how on earth did she get to that? I'm not sure. Peterson on the attack, and it's out of bounds over the block of McMillan and deep. Side out. Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve. Ramsey's serve goes right to the middle to Wesolowski. Schaefer. Stevens sends a free ball across. Harrell's there. Abby Morrison sets middle to Peterson. Peterson gets behind it, hits it. Gets in front of it, I should say, and hits it deep and out. Point for Savannah Ramsey. 13-7. Blocked on the attack by Griswold. Griswold got it initially, and then McMillan got it secondarily, and a timeout's going to be called. The Suns lead by 14-7. This game being brought to you by Barkley Bills Company, a brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. They have apparel as well. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more Barkley Bills Company hat. Barkley Bills, never settle. Also being brought to you by the Watering Hole. The Watering Hole in downtown Augusta says, good luck, Suns. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour 4 to 6. Then Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. And Sunday's open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. They'll be playing, and they're probably playing the Suns game right now here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We want to thank you for watching tonight. This game also being brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for a top-notch local computer sales and repair service? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable service. It's going to come across. McMillan's there. McMillan's going to get the set from Schaefer and drive it right back home. Abby McMillan gets her first kill of the second set, but it is Savannah Ramsey gets another point, unofficially her sixth. Hitting across, Stevens is there, Schaefer, Griswold tips it, blocked, Stevens there again. McMillan now hits it into the net as she got behind her a little bit. And it is going to be a side out. 15-8, Suns with the lead. Jaden Clymer comes back in, and Bianca Hill comes in to set and goes back to serve. Summer Ramsey's serve received. Schaefer comes to get it, goes to McMillan. Near the 10-foot line, she drives it off of Harrell, who gets the dig. Hill, a bump set to Wazalewski. Griswold, Schaefer, McMillan, down and out. Oh, in the net, though. The Titans were in the net, a side out to the Suns. Abby McMillan back to serve again. Deep right corner. Jaden Clymer was there. It's going to be hit. Ramsey of the Savannah variety. Abigail Schaefer tried to do a quick and missed it. A swing and a miss, as I said, for Jordan Clymer earlier, but that time it was from the setting position. And Wazalewski back to serve. It's short and an ace. Her second point, first ace. She's got 3 kills. Does Paige Wazalewski. Middle to Stevens, and she drives it home at the 10-foot line. Stevens gets her 8th kill. 17-10, Suns with the lead, and Kinsey Griswold coming back to serve again. Harrell, as it floats away from her a little bit, she went to get it. Houston got it. Free ball coming across. Stevens, Schaefer, Ramsey. Dug by Wazalewski. Middle to Peterson. Blocked by Stevens. Dug by Ramsey. Back to Stevens it goes. She tips it right side to Harrell. Bianca Hill to Houston. Dug by Summer Ramsey. Out to Summer Ramsey from Schaefer. It's blocked. Ramsey with the dig. An overpass. Hill's there. Now Jaden Clymer sets to Peterson. It's Dug. Now Stevens is going to drive it off the block of Peterson. Amanda Stevens gets kill number 9, and a great rally for both teams. Ends with a point for the Suns, and they lead 18-10. Griswold back to serve again as she got the service point that time, just her second of the match. Houston, Schaefer back sets to Stevens. Stevens drives it across. It's dug by Hill off the ceiling. Amanda Stevens is going to get kill number 10, and she hit it hard enough that Hill's dig didn't have any swing at it at all, just bounced off her arms, went straight to the ceiling. Griswold gets her 3rd service point. Bianca Hill sets to Peterson from the right side. Stevens back to Schaefer. Schaefer on the attack. It's hit and it drops off the block. Abigail Schaefer gets her 3rd kill. 20-10. Hill to Houston, tipped across. Schaefer hits it, dug it after it was blocked. Ramsey now on the attack. Wazalewski's back there. Houston sets middle to Hill, who bumps it across. Savannah Ramsey, Schaefer, Stevens. Kill number 11. Griswold gets her 4th and 5th points. Allred coming in. The 3 seniors are going to come out, I do believe. They're up 21-10. Well, not just 2 of them. One's going in, two's coming out. In is Gracie Arthur and Zoe Griswold. Allred is coming in as Abby McMillan and Summer Ramsey take a seat, perhaps for the final time as they exit a game here at Southeastern High School. Griswold serving again. It's 21-10. Griswold, Schaefer, Stevens. Off the block of Peterson. It's dug by Arthur. Out to Griswold. Griswold hits it to Harrell. Harrell doesn't get a good pass. It's going to come up. Houston's going to send a free ball across. Arthur's there. Schaefer back to Stevens again. Off the block. It goes down. Oh, what a job by Houston to get that to Hill, and Hill gets it back across. Schaefer now out to Griswold. Griswold a better attack that time, but can't get it over the net. A hitting error. And they're going to switch the subs back in. 21-11. Harrell going back to serve. Harrell's serve to Summer Ramsey. Schaefer, Stevens off the block. It's dug. Harrell's going to get there. It was Wazalewski. He's going to send a free ball across. She's the one that got the one-arm dig. Schaefer out to Ramsey. Ramsey drives it off Wazalewski again. It comes to that. Hill's there. Here comes Jordan Clymer on the attack that time. Ramsey sends a free ball across. Harrell, Hill. Jordan Clymer tips it on the line. It's a kill for Jordan Clymer, her 3rd, and the point for Harrell. She's got 3 service points. That's 21-12. Stevens. Summer Ramsey off the block, dug by Harrell. Hill back set to Jaden Clymer, excuse me. Now it's going to be Summer Ramsey tipping it again. Another dig by Hill. Pushed across back to Jaden Clymer, and it's going to be off of McMillan. Another point for the Titans. Haley Harrell gets her 4th service point. Haley Harrell back to serve again. Schaefer tips it down. Abigail Schaefer gets her 4th kill of the night. It's 22-13. And into the net it goes on a Jordan Clymer hitting error. 23-13. Abigail Schaefer gets her 5th service point. Wazalewski trouble, and it's going to be an ace. 24-13. Laughing about something that I can't talk about that was here in a gym. Houston. Jordan Clymer, excuse me, sends across. Allred on the attack, and it's just barely out. They wanted to get Destiny Allred the attack and the kill to set this one to end her senior home season, but missed it by about just that much. It wasn't much. We're going to try it again here. Here it comes to Allred. Allred on the attack. It's blocked. It's up. Haley Harrell. And that's going to be it. 25-14. Suns get a 25-20, 25-14 win over West Hancock here on senior night. We'll take a quick break and be back and hopefully have Coach Kerr on the headset in just a few minutes here, live from Augusta High School. Thanks for joining us on TSSR Game Time, live presented by MDH. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School as we're here with Abby McMillan now. Abby, been a good run for you here on this gym. Not going to get to play here anymore, but you guys went out pretty dominating fashion in the last game there.
Yes.
I had you for 7 kills and a block. That's kind of your thing, isn't it? Serve some service points, get some kills, and you're just one of the better all-around players in the area. Is that what you kind of lay your hat on, as being an all-around player?
Yes, I try to. I try my hardest in every spot that I play.
Well, I've seen a lot of senior nights. I was laughing in the pregame. I don't think I've seen a senior night with so many tears in it as this one had.
Yeah.
Pretty emotional when you guys have had the run you've had the last few, they've had for years and years here at Southeastern.
Yes.
But to be a part of that and see it come to a home end is probably pretty emotional for you guys, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty emotional, and it's just sad seeing it come to an end.
Well, it's not over yet.
Oh, yeah.
So
we got a long run coming ahead.
You got a little run coming ahead. I know. I was joking with Coach Kerr earlier. You guys were getting second in all those tournaments, and he said, well, we won all those tournaments last year. I said, well, if you got second in them this year, that means you'll win state this year, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you got flip-flop, and that's the way to do it, right?
Yes.
Look at it going that way.
Yes.
Okay, well, you want to get Destiny on here?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let Destiny get on here. I don't know where Summer took off to. You want to find Summer?
Yeah, I'll find her.
Okay. We'll get Destiny on, and we'll find Summer. Destiny, push that microphone real close to your mouth if you would, so we can hear you good.
Like that?
You're perfect. That's awesome. Now, you said you're sweating. Are you sweating or are you crying?
Both.
Okay, I was going to say I told Abby that I haven't seen a senior night with so many tears. Did you learn to cry from Coach Kerr? Because he cries a lot. Is that where you learned it from?
Whenever he starts crying, then it just gets me going.
It's kind of, that stuff's kind of contagious, isn't it? It just kind of, once one person starts crying, it just starts happening. You got a kill tonight, I think, is what I had you down for, is 1, I think, and you had some attacks. This is a good group of girls to play with, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You guys have had a lot of fun, but you're not done yet, right?
Nope.
So it's sad that you're not going to get to play here anymore, but you got a lot more volleyball left, right?
Yeah, we do.
So what's your best memory of playing here? I mean, and let's take out the state tournament. Just leave that out. What's your best memory?
Probably one of the practices where we all just play games the whole practice and we just have fun as a team, all of us together.
It's kind of cool for you guys to be I mean, Coach plays 6 or 7 people regularly, but you can tell that all of you guys are really – it seems like you're really good friends, or at least you're a good team when you're on the court.
Oh, we are. Everyone's friends with everyone. Everyone loves everyone. We just click together.
Well, that's awesome. Well, good luck the rest of the year. We'll get Summer on here next if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep. Oh, she's got to get a picture taken. We would have them on camera, but there's a lot of people standing in between us. So,
Hi.
Summer Ramsey, how are you? Put that microphone real close to your face, real close to your mouth. There
like
you go.
Like this?
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, does she have the biggest mouth on the team? Yeah, probably. I was going to say she's the loudest one so far. I might actually have to turn her down a little bit. So, been a pretty emotional year for you, obviously, and everything that's been going on. But has volleyball met what you wanted it to do at this point coming forward?
Yeah, for sure. It's just been a really great experience.
So you guys have had a pretty good season. You've lost a couple games, but those kind of losses, I think, kind of prepare you for the postseason, right? So sometimes you have to lose, right, to see what you need to work on?
Yeah, coming into postseason with a winning record is hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to be undefeated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Volleyball is a game of runs, and it kind of does that where you sometimes there's a reason why they play games, right? I think you guys have beat who you should beat, though. So you have to feel like you're at a point in the season where you've gotten to where you need to get. And, I mean, I know that Coach is still wanting you to improve on certain things, but as a senior, you have to feel like things are coming together when they need to, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And you definitely got to be ready to – because especially in postseasons, the other team's going to have runs, and you're going to have to be able to come back from that and keep your heads up and be positive.
Obviously, a team's different than last year. You lost at least one key cog from last year.
Yeah.
And your setter.
Yeah.
And an outside hitter. But you guys seem like you kind of stepped right back into where you picked or dropped off last year. Do you feel like you're in a position to make another run like you guys did last year?
I think last year our most positive thing about our team was that we were such good friends and we had such a great bond, and I think this year we've carried that over, and I'm really excited to see how postseason plays out.
Okay, so I said to the other two that I don't think I've ever been to a senior night where there was more tears than there was tonight.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm going to talk to Coach Kerr about this. One of the cool things is they gave the seniors from West Hancock flowers, too.
Yeah.
Does that make senior night harder for you because you're sitting there just waiting for your name to be called and it adds an extra 5 minutes to what you have to go through?
You're definitely very anxious. I actually didn't really even cry that much. I think I was kind of in shock still. It hasn't really set in quite yet, but once it does, I'll probably be a little bit emotional.
It'll set in when you're done playing, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's a long ways down the road. Congratulations on a great senior year, and hopefully it keeps going for another 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect, wouldn't it? 3 or 4 weeks? Yeah, that's what I thought.
November,
all right, so
something, I don't know.
November something.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.
Thank
you, Summer. Summer Ramsey talking to us for a few minutes on the post-game show. And Coach, before I give you a hard time about anything, I said this at the beginning of the broadcast, and I know we've talked about things throughout the Southeastern. And I'm going to say this because I don't want you to have to answer. But Southeastern has got some of the best principals, superintendent, some of the best people, and they've run this school so well. Todd Fox being here tonight to announce the seniors, and then you guys giving West Hancock seniors a flower too. That I don't know any other school that does that, but to me that just points out how well this school is ran. It's not just about your kids, right? It's about the whole community as a whole and the whole state as a whole and everything else. I mean, you guys are an example. What I said is you guys are an example of how every school should be ran in the nation, not just the state or the area. And you guys being so willing to step up and not only honor your kids but everybody's kids is a great thing, I felt like.
Yeah, thank you. It's an honor to be, working here for the last 28 years, and that's one of the traditions that started a long time ago. I don't even know. Just one of those things where it seems like I've been here so long that it's just things we do, and we think it's the right thing to do, and don't even question it. So obviously we, whether it's this sport or basketball, we always do honor the other seniors. And so it's just something. Basketball season we can get the other team's cheerleaders and everything. So sometimes it's a pretty long line of. By the time you get the basketball players and the cheerleaders for both squads, but no, it's important to us, and I think you hit the nail right on the head. Mr. Fox as our district leader does a great job and makes sure we do those things, and I think it's just kind of in the very fiber of kind of the rest of us, as kind of under his leadership, and Kyle Rigg does a great job as athletic director, and he spearheads some of this stuff as well. So it's an honor to work here and have those type of things be pointed out, because they're very intentional, and we appreciate when people do notice them. So on behalf of Southeastern, I want to thank you for all those comments and kind words, and it just goes to show that what we're doing is working.
I think it was appreciated by the West Hancock girls too, by the smiles they had on their faces getting the flowers. I mean, you go to away schools and you don't expect to be appreciated, let alone honored for anything, right? So,
right. No question about that. I think you're right. They were smiling too, so maybe they was a little embarrassed. I don't know, but I think they enjoyed it too, for sure.
Well, I give you a hard time all the time about how much you cry.
Yep.
And I asked Destiny, actually, you were sitting here, I asked her if she learned her crying from you, because she was the most emotional, I think, of all the kids. But I asked her and Abby about the team, and you can tell that this team from freshman to senior is close, because I've watched senior nights for 25, 30 years now, and you've been around a bunch of them.
Right.
But I've never seen every kid, underclassman, that was giving something to a senior cry too. And every one of the underclassmen were emotional as well. To me, that tells you how close-knit this team is.
Yeah, it is. And we're obviously a small team in numbers. We don't have a lot of kids, and I think that probably helps a little bit. But there's no question. Those, it's just one of those things, this kind of momentum in the program. We just have always had good, for lots and lots of years, had good, solid senior leadership, and not only on the floor, but also in the classroom and just in the community. And those younger kids look up to those older girls, and they should, because they do a great job. And having Summer and Abby and Destiny as the seniors for this year has just been special for for the younger kids. You come in, you have a fresh crop of freshmen and some sophomores that are tasting the varsity for the first time. With Madison and Gracie and those guys, and just being able to look up to those girls is really important. You're not only on the floor, but like I said, they're great in the classroom as well. They're all 3.8, 3.9, 4.0 grade point average kids, and respectful in the classroom, and it's just a good situation. And we're going to miss them. You're going to miss them. They've done a lot, and on the program last night I try to write out something to them, and for Abby and Summer, it's been 7 years. They were on our 6th grade team, or they were on our 7th grade team as 6th graders, with Abby, with Taylor and Annie and those guys, and went to the state tournament, so as 6th graders. So they have been around for a long time. So just a good tribute and a good way for them to go out tonight, for sure.
Well, is this one of the? I mean, I know that I don't know how to say this really, but senior night's got to be hard, but. Like, the hardest thing for a coach is losing that class. I mean, obviously I won't ask you to say, but you have favorites. You have favorite players or favorite classes or whatever. I mean, your daughter being in a class is probably one of the favorites. I mean, it just has to be, right? I mean, but does it ever get easier to lose those senior classes as you go through the years?
It doesn't. It's gotten easier for me in terms of publicly making a fool of myself crying. You noticed tonight during the senior night festivities, I wasn't terribly emotional. I hugged the girls and I told them, are we crying right now? Are we not crying? And they all three said crying, and I said, okay. So I'm not going to cry as much as I normally will, as much as I will later on, because it's not over yet. And when it's over, obviously last year we were at the state tournament. We had some work to do and some business to do as far as trophies, and interviews and things like that. But generally, the last game of the year, if we don't make it to the state tournament, if we don't finish on a high note like we did, I'm usually in the locker room for probably 30 minutes, just absolutely sobbing like a baby, and I can't even come out. It's just bad, And I told the girls today when I gave them a hug, I said, I'm not crying as much right now, but you just wait till it's all the way over. I'm going to cry like an absolute baby. And I think I've gotten better at that in terms of, if you call that better, I don't know if that's better or worse, but I've gotten better at being able to control myself publicly a little bit more. Now, we have, interviews or, athletic banquets, things like that I'm a disaster. But in terms of, the actual event, I've gotten better. And I guess some people think it might be easier, but to me, especially with this group, we got some business to take care of still. So I'm not planning on telling these guys goodbye for a while, So, I don't know. It's funny because you obviously have your groups that are more special and right or wrong, and they're all special. But just with what these guys have been through with me, all the way back from junior high, and obviously the run we had last year, and there's just a lot of memories and a lot of things. And I told the girls tonight, I told Summer and Abby that I cried more at a random game in the middle of the season this year, at a home game, and I can't even remember when it was. It's probably, maybe I don't even know, maybe 4 or 5 home games ago. I would look out on the floor and I watch them. They're just playing so well. And I'm just like, man, I'm going to miss these guys next year. And I just kind of, in the middle of the game, coaching, I started tearing up and crying. I'm like, what am I doing? But no, they're special kids, and it is hard. And obviously, you love all of them, and hopefully try to teach them some things on the way, and have great memories, and have great, just memories again. I'll say that, memories of the season and the time with each other and the team. And it's just like I've been blessed for lots and lots of years to be able to have all these girls and all these teams and things to remember, and you see kids. I ran into Colby McClellan at church on Sunday, gave her a big hug, and it's just one of those things where it's just you run into those girls and you've had just such a bond, and even though they graduate and move on and become adults and do great things, you're still their coach, and they're still your player, and just it's a fun situation.
Well, the person that I was impressed with was Destiny tonight.
Yeah.
Destiny isn't a starter.
Right.
She doesn't play a lot.
Right.
But she's played some key points for you when things changed or whatever.
Right.
But she was as emotional as the other two, right? I mean, she's obviously an important part of this team, even if she doesn't play all the time.
She is. Destiny came to us, and I feel bad for her because she loves the game as much as any of us do. She wants to be out there, and she wants to succeed as much as any of us do. And she came to us late. She came to us as an 8th grader, so she had missed our 5th, 6th, and 7th grade program, and she never, in terms of just skill and things, she never really did get caught up because she was so far behind. But man, you talk about a team player. You look over on the bench, and she's cheering every single night, every single play, and she loves the girls. And anytime she does get on the floor, she loves it, and she feels bad when she isn't able to compete as well as she wants to, and she's like, man, I really wanted that last kill, she said. I said, I know.
That was within inches.
Yeah, for sure. But she's really a leader off the court for us. Not a leader on the court because, like you said, but leader off the court on the bench, and on the team bus and the team huddles, and all the time. She does a really, really good job. She's such a nice kid and a great kid. And you take 15 of those any day because she just does such a good job for us. She calls herself. She made the mistake one day last year during our postseason run, during our state run. She made the mistake of saying a couple things pretty funny, and she donned herself the funniest person in the world. so we give her a hard time, and at this point we make fun of her and laugh at her for saying that, and she's at the point now where she's like, she kind of puts out her bottom lip and she kind of pouts about it because she knows we're making fun of her. But in truth, and I told her this tonight actually, I said, you are really a hilarious person, Now, you're not the funniest person in the world, but if you would have said, I'm in the top 10 percentile in humor or the funny people, we would have all like, yeah, you're exactly right. You absolutely are. The funniest person in the world, she took it too far. But no, she's really a good kid, and it's nice that she's able to, accept her role. And, that's something that in society right now, that's saying something, because a lot of people can't do that. Accepting the role of being able to just be a cheerleader and being a bench warmer and being someone who, only gets in when very, very rarely. And there's a special place in my heart for players like that, because not everybody can do that. She's just a great person and just wants to be a part of it, and she's a huge part of it. So it was nice to see her on the floor a lot tonight and having some success for sure.
You guys, the first set when she played the front row the entire set. You could tell it seemed like communication was a little challenging for you at times, because the rotation was different.
Right. Yeah, we were trying to get her some swings, and that just kind of disrupts some things a little bit. But overall, it was a good night. We weren't as clean as we wanted to be, but sometimes I probably, as a younger coach, might have been more upset about that. But it is what it is, and we were pretty comfortable the whole night. And if we can win comfortably and get her on the floor more, then we'll take that every time.
Well, I don't know how much, if any, postseason volleyball we'll get to do this year, but greatly appreciate you guys letting us hang out with you all season long here at home, and the tournament, all that fun stuff. That was a lot of volleyball, but
yeah, it was.
But we're excited to be here. Hopefully, if everything goes well, you'll let us come back next year.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I know I try to say this every time I leave, but you guys are awesome. You do a great job, and it's not just the game nights. It's the behind the scenes stuff too. That you're always checking up on us, and you brought a ton of Gatorade for us a few days ago. We're still drinking that Gatorade. You brought so much of it. So I even got a couple bottles in my office, I think, in my refrigerator. So you guys are awesome. And, it makes it easier. With coming out of COVID, there are people at home that are expecting to be able to watch things online streamed, and we try when you're not around to do a decent job, but it pales in comparison to what you guys do, and I know you guys don't get enough credit. You definitely don't make enough money for what you're doing, because you really do a great service to not only us at Southeastern, but also the other schools that you cover and follow. And I ran into. There was a couple, I think Amanda Stevens is maybe aunt or great aunt or something, and I had never seen them before ever, and they were here for a visit, and they're like, yeah, we watch you all the time, and and I think they're from Florida or something crazy like that. So it's just the viewership. I'm sure you probably don't even know, but it's very, very, very much appreciated, and I know my parents, my dad comes to a lot of the games. My mother-in-law texts me. In fact, she probably texted me right now. She probably got one started. She's telling me, oh, good interview. And even if it's not a good interview, she tells me good interview every time. So
at least she's not telling you to stop talking.
Well, that's true. She does that, yeah, sometimes, but not during these. So, but no, I mean, it really is. And you guys are great and easy to work with. And I think you guys have, I know you guys have the schools and the students and the teams in your best interest and their best interest, and it's really a good situation. So I can't thank you enough for everything, and I know you got a whole crew, a whole slew of people to do this, and it's been nice to even though I knew you pretty well, going into the season, it's been nice to get to know you even more and talk sports, and we talk sports besides volleyball, when we're off the air, and great time with Bree. We're just kind of reminiscent of the season. That was kind of a cool event. I'm glad we were able to do that.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the most fun things I've done, in all honesty. I mean, leaving a game
right,
and going to somewhere else to do an interview.
For sure.
I mean, having coaches willing to do that, first of all, is pretty cool. But having a location and the ability to do it was fun,
Yep,
so
definitely.
I can't thank you enough for doing that and everything else. And I'll tell you what, when you guys make it to state, let's do a hour show before, sometime before.
Okay.
Let's do an hour show and we'll interview all the kids.
Yeah, that's great.
How about that?
Absolutely.
I can get Kenny to put some highlights together. We've already got some highlights. We can put highlights together and play some highlights and talk over it while we're interviewing
That
kids.
sounds good. For an hour, you need about 4 questions, and I can fill up your hour probably because I'm.
That's why I said talk to the
kids.
kids.
Yeah, I know.
I'll talk to. Well, this is how it'll work. We'll talk to the kids first.
Yeah, and then I'll just fill up when the
then,
hour's
and
done.
then whatever's
you
left,
cut me off. Yeah,
whatever's left, we'll just talk.
No, that's for sure. We could definitely do that. Greg used to tell me he'd just need to ask me one question on his radio interviews, and I can take care of the rest. So.
Yeah, he mentions that to me
yeah,
on the regular.
I'm sure he does.
That's the only nice thing about what I'm doing compared to radio. This is free airtime essentially. I mean, I don't get charged for it, right?
Correct.
So I don't have to worry about ads or more ads or less ads or whatever else. I'm getting whatever I'm getting.
That's
so
for sure.
We could talk as long as
that's
we want
for
to.
sure.
And
that's
there's still 9 people listening.
yeah.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't. I'm sure Debbie's one of them. So.
Well, I appreciate it. I'll let you get out of here. I think we're officially the last ones in the gym.
I think we might be. So
hey, I
thanks
appreciate it. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, later.
Coach Kerr talking to us on the postgame show. That'll do it here from Augusta High School. For the final time this season, the Suns get a 25-20, 25-14 win over the West Hancock Titans. We'll try to catch up with some more volleyball throughout the fall, but this might be it. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for joining us. For Evan Wagner, who is – what were you? What was your name? The Eye in the Sky. Evan Eye in the Sky Wagner. That was what it was. And he's been great all fall long, I guess, on the camera. And I think he just told me tonight he's going to do basketball as well. So we appreciate that. So that'll do it from Southeastern High School. Once again, 25-20, 25-14. Southeastern gets their last home win of the season on to the state tournament next week. See you.